Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fowler Field, a hot Fowler Field. Welcome to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. We got a fun night of baseball ahead. It's the 6-9 Grinnell Tigers versus the 11-2 West Marshall Trojans. Hello, everyone. I'm Blake Walker, along with my partner Dan Walker. A fun night of ball games. What am I trying to say? It's a fun night for a ball game here at Fowler Field. Grinnell versus West Marshall. West Marshall comes in 11-2. And for being their record, they're still not ranked. They're looking for that big win to maybe put themselves into a ranked position in their class as they push toward the playoffs. Grinnell's playoffs start not in 1 week, they start next week. So if Grinnell's going to play their baseball, it's going to have to be tonight because don't look now, Grinnell's getting a little better as the season's going on. A win over Oskaloosa just last week. It should be an interesting night. There's going to be a lot of fun baseball up ahead. It's Grinnell versus West Marshall. We'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll see you back for starting lineups.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pauly, third-generation owner of Pauly in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit PaulyEyesGrinnellIA.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pauly Eyes Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
The engine makes the power. The transmission sends it to the driveshaft. The driveshaft turns the gears. The gears turn the axles. The axles turn the wheels. Together, it's the powertrain. And only at West Finch Auto Plaza, every bit of it has a 100% warranty. Forever. No parts, no labor, no deductible. You can't buy it. It comes with the car whether you want it or not. Only at West Finch Auto Plaza, where you always get a great deal and a great deal more.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow. Growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy. Or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage.
Strength, stability, service. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, you can count on all three. And you can count on me, Marlene Johnson, your local Farm Bureau agent in Grinnell. I'll help make sure you have the coverage you need and the discounts you deserve. Call me today and see how I can help protect your family, cars, home, and future. It's your future. Let's protect it.
There are a lot of great reasons to make Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell your pharmacy. Hi, this is Jennifer Stallman, and a locally owned pharmacy provides you with personal service from folks who know you and your good health needs. We accept most insurance plans, including most of the Medicare prescription drug plans. And we are there to answer all of your healthcare questions. So why not make the switch to a locally owned and operated pharmacy? Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell on Highway 6 West.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn. The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by Pauly Ice Pizza, West Finch Auto Plaza, Grinnell Mutual, ASI Signs, Marlene Johnson, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Medicap Pharmacy, Dairy Barn, and your 2020 Grinnell High School seniors, brought to you by the Arns Foundation. Thank you, everyone, for joining the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network this evening. On tap, 6-9 Grinnell out of the Little Hawkeye Conference, and West Marshall 11-2 from 2A Conference, the North Iowa Cedar League. Owen Kaufman is on the mound tonight for the Grinnell Tigers. And if I can pull up stats here. Owen comes in, pitching in his 5th game, a 2-1 record, 20 innings pitched, 26 strikeouts. That's the most on the team. He has an ERA of 4.06. Number 22, Gabe Jones, will be the first one up to bat tonight for West Marshall. This West Marshall team, one of the best hitting teams, the top hitting team in 2A by that fact. Kaufman's first pitch of the night catches the outside corner of the strike zone for strike one. Second pitch to start for Kaufman. It's a swing for a strike two. Jones, 35 at-bats, 15 hits, 10 singles, 2 doubles, 2 triples, and 1 home run on the season, as that one's outside for ball one. A .429 batting average. And that's not even the best on the team. Swung on and missed, strike three. And Kaufman's got his first strikeout of the night down. And on to bat now is catcher freshman Peyton Hart. Now Hart, being a freshman, he's a name that you're going to have to keep an eye out for over the next couple seasons. 10 singles, 10 hits, 2 singles, 4 doubles, 4 home runs. That's among the top home run hitters in the state. And he swings and misses for strike two. Big game for both sides. Grinnell trying to put together a little bit of a streak, trying to get back to 500 before the playoffs start next week. West Marshall, on the other hand, looking at a top 10 ranking in 2A, but they're just not there yet. And a win tonight over a 3A squad could definitely help boost momentum as the season goes forward. As that one pops high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch by Kaufman. And just off Gibson for ball 2. 2 different cameras tonight. We got our pitching cam that we currently have it on, and then our regular camera that will switch from back and forth as the night goes on. Also, we have Coach Stenberg mic'd up for this game. We'll catch him a couple times when Grinnell's up to bat. 2-2 in there, strike 3. 2 up, 2 down for Owen Kaufman. Light work early. And number 24, Kenneth Christensen, the top hitter on this team, up to bat. 44 at-bats, 24 hits, 16 singles. Or 16 hits, 7 singles. Comes in with 2 home runs and a batting average of .386. Like I said, West Marshall, the Trojans come in as one of the top hitting teams in 2A. No easy challenge for Grinnell tonight, as that one's down in the dirt for ball 2. This whole week really isn't that easy for Grinnell. Newton tomorrow night, a doubleheader. The first game, by the way, will be a quote-unquote makeup game. Grinnell will be leading that game 2-1 in the second inning when they resume action tomorrow night, and then they'll do their other game against Newton at 7:30, and then HLV comes here on Thursday. HLV hasn't lost a game yet this season. They also cracked the top 10 this morning in this morning's rankings at number 10. So no slouch of competition this week for Grinnell, and then South Tama on Friday. They end their season next Monday and Tuesday against Clear Creek Amana and Ballard. Ballard ranked top 10 in 3A. And then we should be learning soon who Grinnell plays in their bracket. And that should be coming out in the next couple days, as seed meetings, I believe, were just done either yesterday or today. There's a walk there for Christensen, so he'll head on to first base. And now Caden Davis, the junior first baseman, up to bat. Davis with a .474 batting average on the season. 18 hits, 10 of those being doubles. Swung on, I missed for strike one. This game's starting a little bit late tonight just because of the JV game going over a little bit. Grinnell won the JV game, by the way, 9-1, 9-2. They won, 9-2. 1 ball, 1 strike. In there for a called strike. Strike 2. Oh, and working hard and putting some quality pitches in this early. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner on first. The 1-2 by Kaufman. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 3 strikeouts in the inning, and that'll do it. We'll see you in the bottom of the first.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pauly, third generation owner of Pauly Isin Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit paulyisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pauly's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
The engine makes the power. The transmission sends it to the drive shaft. The drive shaft turns the gears. The gears turn the axles. The axles turn the wheels. Together it's the powertrain. And only at West Finch Auto Plaza, every bit of it has a 100% warranty. Forever. No parts, no labor, no deductible. You can't buy it. It comes with the car whether you want it or not. Only at West Finch Auto Plaza, where you always get a great deal and a great deal more.
When I took over this farm from my dad, I knew our future success required making major changes in our operations. That meant adding acreage, more and bigger equipment, investing in powerful technology, hiring employees. We even started a seed business. Fortunately, working together with Grinnell Mutual and my local mutual insurance company, my agent was able to cover everything, giving us more trust in tomorrow.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by West Finch Auto Plaza, Pauly Pizza, and Grinnell Mutuals. Thank you to those three for sponsoring the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network all season long. Parker Johnson will start us off for Grinnell on the hitting side, and on the pitching side, it's going to be number 16, senior Jeremy Sly. Sly making just his second start this season. 4th appearance in total. 4 innings pitched.
Did he say strike?
And an ERA of 12. I had my head down looking at stats, so I didn't see it. 0-1 by Sly. Swung on right back over the middle. No one's over there to cover, and Parker Johnson will easily run on to first. First batter, first hit of the night for Grinnell. Alex Smith now up to bat for Grinnell. Alex with a team-leading 51 at-bats, 15 hits, 4 doubles, 11 singles. Second most 10 RBIs on the team, and a batting average of .294. That one's popped deep to left field, and running back can't make the grab. Right over the top of Will Dolly's head, and the throw to third is not in time. Ball goes way wide. Parker Johnson's going to turn on the Jets. Can he get home in time? He does. And it's a triple for Alex Smith. Parker Johnson comes home, and Grinnell has the early 1-0 lead over the Trojans.
Alex Smith picking up with a good hand at the bat. He had a good night Friday night closing things out. So
fast start for Grinnell. 2 hits already on 2 batters, and Colin Gibson steps up to bat. Colin with 2 home runs on the season. That leads Grinnell. Also, just a couple weeks ago, probably, well, it'd be a week ago, he announced As a sophomore, he will be heading to Western Illinois to play baseball with his brother Jaden Gibson, who just graduated last year. So Alex Smith will sit on third with no outs, and Gibson with an 0-1 count to work with. Up top of the zone for ball one. Gibson comes in with a .400 batting average. 1-1 by Sly. Down in the dirt, Alex Smith will race home, and he'll be safely at home, and Grinnell looks at a 2-0 lead early. As his teammates hype him up going back. So Grinnell clears the bases on a wild pitch there and a triple out by Alex Smith, and it is a quick 2-0 lead for Grinnell. And Gibson has a nice shot here with 2-1 as the count. Grounded to the third base line, and he misses the grab as he just threw his hand over top of it. Colin Gibson will easily get on to first, as Braden Evertson just couldn't come up with it. And Colin will sit on first, and this will bring up number 23, Jake Hull, as there's going to be a quick timeout. Let's get a listen to our mic'd up segment with Coach Stenberg.
Courtesy running for number 4. Call. Great. Yeah.
So after the quick change, or not the quick change, quick mound visit, Sly will stay. And the runner will be on first. Jake Hull up to bat now for Grinnell.
Come on, Jake Hull.
Who's on first, Dave? Who do we got on? Brooks Latimer, courtesy runner. 0-0 pitch. Down in the dirt for ball one.
Hey.
Bear with us as we're trying to get our mic'd up segment working. Can be a little finicky sometimes.
1, 2, 3.
1-0 upcoming by Sly. Up top for ball two.
So many hack. 1, 2, 3.
Two-0 by Sly. In there for strike one. Jake Hull comes in with a .217 batting average. He slowly but surely picked it up as the weeks have gone on. As that pickoff not in time, ball was bobbled a little bit. Two balls, one strike up coming for Jake Hull. And that one just outside for ball three. So Brooks Latimer, courtesy runner on first. Colin Gibson was the one that got on to first. And still no outs. Sly looking to grab one real quick. But he sits with a 3-ball, 1-strike count, and that one's in there for strike two. So now Jake finds himself with a full count loaded here against Jeremy Sly. Three-two. Swung on, popped, left, and it bloops. Foul, no, it was dropped, and that will be foul. Opportunity to catch it. I don't know who was coming in to make the grab. I can't tell the number. It was Kenneth Christensen who went in to try to make the grab. Could not quite get a hold of it. It would have been, or it was in foul territory, but Grinnell catches a break. And Jake brings them right back to a 3-ball, 2-strike count. Full pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, and Jake will head back to the dugout. Cole Johnson up to bat now for Grinnell. I tell you what, Cole has picked it up the past couple games when we've been listening and watching. Been a big factor in Grinnell stringing these wins together here late in the season. Cole with a .227 batting average so far. That one's in there for strike 1. Sly kind of picking it up here as the game, or as the inning progresses forward. Tell you, Latimer wants to go. 0-1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Big 0-2 pitch here for Sly. Trying to snag his second out of the game after a little bit of a rocky start, which has given Grinnell the quick 2-0 lead. That one swung on and missed for strike 3, and Jeremy Sly's got 2 back-to-back outs. Owen Kaufman up to bat now for Grinnell. Owen's power has been a big display so far this year. We're just waiting for the home run.
The last game that we broadcast, I think he hit 2 or 3 different spots on the field.
Throw back on to first, not in time for the pickoff. Good job by Latimer to jump. Brock Beck on deck, by the way, for Grinnell. Here's Sly to Kaufman. Popped deep right. That thing's got some carry. It's headed back toward the fence line, and it is off the fence. Storjahan can't go back and get it. Racing around third. Brooks Latimer is safe. It's an RBI double for Owen Kaufman. And what did we tell you about the power?
He has it.
A little bit more wind, that thing would have been gone. Storjahan slipped. He went for the ball coming off the fence, but he slipped and his feet caught him from sliding fully into the fence line.
And we'll let you know there is no wind tonight.
No, and it's so misleading because I feel the fan right next to me, and I think, oh, there's some wind tonight, but there's not. If you can see the flag out in center field behind the batter's eye, yeah, there's no wind. It is hot, 86 degrees. It feels like 93. Dog days of summer weather. Brock Beck up to bat now. He watches that one go inside. Or Lewis Jolly, excuse me, goes inside for ball 1.
Speaking of that fence out there, normally it has a nice Grinnell Mutual banner all the way across the back of it. Instead, they've taken that down for the COVID-19 watching view.
Jolly pops that one to third. Pick up by the third baseman. He threw on to first and he missed. Coming home easily is Brady Stewart, and Grinnell extends the lead to 4-0. I tell you, just a few little mishaps here and there by Wes Marshall has given Grinnell that quick 4-0 lead.
Actually, that's a really good pickup by the third baseman. Just didn't get the throw down enough where it needed to be.
A little too much power to the right for Evertson. Runner goes in the dirt. Throw on to second. It's going to bounce, and it's not in time. And Jolly is safe at second. One-0. And Nick watches it go into the strike zone for strike 1. Nick just announced last week or didn't just announce, but we found out last week Nick is headed to Marshalltown Community College to play baseball for the Tigers. Should be a good addition to that MCC squad. That one's knocked to left field. It is going to go foul. But that was a good hit. Good power. Right where it needed to be.
Lewis was ready to go.
West Marshall will get this one back to Sly, who is having an inning to forget here early, but still a lot of baseball left to be played. Grinnell was up 5-0 against Oski on Friday night, and Oski cut that lead right down to 1 in the 7th inning. Grinnell was able to get it done with a double out in the end, as this is caught on the hop by Everson. He'll throw on to first, and this one's low, but in time for out number 3. We'll see you in the 2nd inning. Grinnell's up 4-0.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage.
Strength, stability, service. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, you can count on all 3. And you can count on me, Marlene Johnson, your local Farm Bureau agent in Grinnell. I'll help make sure you have the coverage you need and the discounts you deserve. Call me today and see how I can help protect your family, cars, home, and future. It's your future. Let's protect it.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by ASI Signs and Marlene Johnson, Farm Bureau Financial Services. Thank you to those two for sponsoring the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network all season long. Grinnell finds themselves up 4-0 in the 2nd inning. This is number 25, Braden Evertson, up to bat. Owen Kaufman on the mound for Grinnell, and Owen's got a quick 2-0 so far. 3 strikeouts in the 1st inning alone for Owen. Extends his gap to 29, make it 30 on the season as he strikes out Everson.
Now batting for West Marshall, designated hitter, number 30, Ryan Ryerson.
Pretty big upset on the Little Hawkeye Conference softball side. Norwalk upsets Dallas Center Grimes. That's a double header, so they'll look for revenge in the 2nd game. That one awkwardly fouled behind Gibson's head.
As I mentioned earlier, that outfield fence, so normally had Grinnell Mutual. We do have Grinnell Mutual up on our scoreboard, so thank you to Grinnell Mutual.
Swung on and missed for strike 2. This is Ryan Ryerson, by the way. He's headed to Iowa next season, and he goes down swinging for another strikeout. 5 in this game for Kaufman. Oh, you got the bugs going after you early?
Pitcher, number 16, Jeremy Sly.
The pitcher, Jeremy Sly, up to bat now for the Trojans. Sly comes in batting .323 on the season. That one tried for the bunt. Instead, it came right back at us here at the fence. That one fouled off again toward the fence line. Whenever a ball is fouled off, the team that pitched the foul ball is the team that has to go get it because of the COVID-19 guidelines. So you'll sometimes see a Grinnell player walking across as this one's fouled again onto the softball diamond. No balls, 2 strikes. Kaufman's off to a strikeout frenzy to start tonight. He's looking to grab another one to end the top of the 2nd. Pop to right field. It's going to drop in the gap. Parker Johnson's going to run over and make the grab, and Sly will sit on first. And the Trojans got one on base. And this will be Clay Kuba, 8th grader, up to bat here for West Marshall. As a courtesy runner, Nick Thompson will run for Sly. Umpire gets everything straightened out. We'll get back going here. Grinnell already with 5 hits on 4 runs, as that one's in there for a called strike. Down in the dirt, ball 1. Well, Kuva comes into the season 24 at-bats, 6 hits. All of them are singles and a .250 batting average, as that one's just outside for ball 2. (2-1) by Kaufman. In there for strike 2. Thompson on first, ready to go if needed. 2-2 pitch by Kaufman. That one grounded right back to the shortstop, J. Cole. He'll catch it on the hop and throw on to second for out number 3. Nice play. We'll see you in the bottom of the second. Grinnell leads 4-0.
There are a lot of great reasons to make Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell your pharmacy. Hi, this is Jennifer Stallman, and a locally owned pharmacy provides you with personal service from folks who know you and your good health needs. We accept most insurance plans, including most of the Medicare prescription drug plans. And we are there to answer all of your healthcare questions. So why not make the switch to a locally owned and operated pharmacy? Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell on Highway 6 West.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn. The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by the Dairy Barn and your 2020 Grinnell High School seniors, brought to you by the Arns Foundation, along with Medicap Pharmacy. Thank you to those three for sponsoring the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network all season long. Brock Beck up to bat here for Grinnell. Jeremy Sly still on the mound. Grinnell leads 4-0 against the Trojans. Must be pretty buggy out on the field, because Jeremy keeps swatting at something.
3 different kids today in the freshman game got stung by bees.
Oh, wow. There's your stat by Dave Schaefer. 3 different kids got stung by a bee in the freshman game today. Brock Beck lines that one to the shortstop. The throw on to first is low, but in time. What a play by Kenneth Christensen, the sophomore, to get that thing over to first base, and an even better grab by Caden Davis.
Now batting for Grinnell.
And Brock will try back to the dugout. We're back to the top of the batting order. Parker Johnson up to bat for Grinnell. A nice 4-0 gap Grinnell's got over the Trojans here early. That one lined to first base. Good grab and a hop on to first. Another great play by Caden Davis. And that'll bring up Alex Smith for Grinnell.
Now batting for the Tigers, second baseman, number 6.
Davis is off and running pretty quickly. 2 catches to start the inning. Working hard. Alex Smith up to bat now for Grinnell.
Last time Alex was up to bat, he rounded all the way a triple out there.
Watches that one fall in there for the first ball. (1-0) in the dirt past the catcher for ball 2. Tomorrow night, starting at 5:30, we'll be back here at Fowler Field. Grinnell takes on Newton. And a reminder, that game will be starting at 5:30, and the score will be 2-1 as we're starting in the top of the second inning because those two teams played just a couple weeks ago. It rained out, and that's the score of the ball game when the rain came. So if you join right when the stream starts and you're confused why it's 2-1, you didn't miss anything, that's when the game is starting. And then at 7:30, they'll play again. That time, we start at 0-0. 2-1 by Sly with 2 outs and nobody on. In the dirt for ball 3. He looked like he was going to call a strike there.
We need to put our nightly shout out to Jamie Gibson overseas, across the ponds. Jamie's watching his son Colin play.
8 in the morning there, I think. In the dirt for ball 4, and Alex Smith will take his base.
Seems to be the prime time when the Tigers kick it in with 2 outs on the board. Seems like when they play their best.
Then you just got to finish. So, Colin hit last time? Or was it a walk? I think it might have been a walk. I can't remember. But Colin Gibson up to bat with a runner on first. 2 outs. Way outside for ball 1. Shout out to everyone watching, whether you're a Grinnell fan or a West Marshall fan. We love to have you. We're close to 1,000 subscribers on the live stream account, so if you're a Tiger fan and you want to keep watching and get notified as Colin Gibson rips that thing to left field, it's going to be foul, and it was deep too. But if you want to be notified whenever we post, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you're a West Marshall fan, you can hit the subscribe button too, but I don't know the next time Grinnell will play West Marshall on something. Probably in baseball. Maybe in basketball, but I don't know. But we appreciate everyone for coming over, whether that be on the Varsity Bound app or our website, Twitter. Appreciate everyone who's watching. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, and a runner on first. Up top, throw on to second is not in time. Alex is safe. Nice play. That thing bobbled a little bit. I think it might have been an out, but it bobbled in Kuba's hand.
Didn't get a very good jump.
2-1 and Smith on second for Grinnell. And Gibson has to duck for that one up top for ball 3. (3-1) upcoming by Sly. That one popped deep to right. They're going to try to get there, and they do. Nice catch on the grab. To the third we go. Grinnell leads 4-0 over West Marshall.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pauly, third generation owner of Pauly Isin Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pax Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit paulyisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pauly I's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
The engine makes the power. The transmission sends it to the drive shaft. The drive shaft turns the gears. The gears turn the axles turn the wheels. Together it's the powertrain, and only at West Finch Auto Plaza every bit of it has a 100% warranty. Forever. No parts, no labor, no deductible. You can't buy it. It comes with the car whether you want it or not. Only at West Finch Auto Plaza, where you always get a great deal and a great deal more.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by Pauly I's Pizza, West Finch Auto Plaza, and Grinnell Mutual. Thank you to those three for sponsoring the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network all season long. Grinnell on top of West Marshall, the Trojans 4-0. West Marshall came into the ballgame with an impressive 11-2 record, averaging almost 11 runs per game. In the past 5 games, they've beaten South Tama 16-15. And they've beaten BCLUW 23-4. Best hitting team in 2A, and Grinnell's got them scoreless so far, all behind the arm of Owen Kaufman, who has been a strikeout machine to start. But those first 2 are not in the strike zone, and he's down 2-0. Grinnell currently sitting at 6-9 on the season. A win tonight puts them just 2 away from 500, and with Newton tomorrow night, they're not automatic wins, but Grinnell has a great chance to even it back up at 9-9 and have an even better chance to go into the playoffs with a winning record. Pretty impressive considering the start to the season was a little rocky for Grinnell. 2-1. Popped up foul. Past us and onto the softball field. Softball team not playing tonight here in Grinnell. They're in Pella, taking on the Dutch for the 4th time this season.
Which I'm sure the Dutch are a little upset after the 0-2.
Yeah, currently 0-3 in that series this year.
They came here last week and the softball team batted them out of the ballpark.
Had a heck of a game, though. Grinnell was up 6-0, and then Pella tied it, and then Grinnell decided to put 6 more on the board late in the ball game to give them the 12-6 victory. That one awkwardly grounded. Seck's going to come up, throw on to first, and he's not in time as that one's safe. Nice hit and run by Jake Storjahan. And West Marshall is on base with nobody out. Gabe Jones now up to bat for West Marshall as they welcome themselves back to the top of the order. And I think my latest update, Grinnell softball is up 4-0 right now over Pella. We have 2 games of theirs coming up this week. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Softball on Wednesday night and softball on Friday night. Oh, 1. Just too low for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike, runner on first. That one popped high. And Isaiah Seck's going to run all the way to the dugout. Backtrack, and he can't make the grab. Just mistimed it a little bit off that left side, and the runner will come back with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. One, 2 upcoming by Kaufman, and that's way up top for ball 2. The last I checked, they were up 4-0. Two. Ooh, just up top for ball 3. Nobody out, and a runner on first. That's Jake Storjahan, the senior right fielder, who's up on first for the Trojans, trying to make a comeback here in the third. Swung on and missed for strike 3. There's a big strikeout there for Owen. This will bring Peyton Hart, the catcher, up to bat for the Trojans. Owen was able to make quick work of him earlier in the ball game. First pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. Oh, 1. Driven past the third baseman, but it's going to be fouled. Big 0-2 pitch by Kaufman upcoming. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And Hart goes down swinging for the second straight at bat. And this will be number 24, Kenneth Christensen, up to bat now for the Trojans. Big opportunity for Grinnell to leave one stranded on first. Christensen watches that one go by for strike 1. Oh, 1. Just up top for ball 1. One ball, one strike, 2 outs. And that one down to the right in the dirt for ball 2. Storjahan on first for the Trojans. Christensen seeing if he can get him to go anywhere, and he swings and misses for strike 2. So here comes your big at-bat here for Kaufman if he can retire the side. 2 ball, 2 strike pitch by Kaufman. Outside for ball 3. Now you load the count. Difference between another man on and the end of the inning. Pressure pitch here for Owen. And that one grounded foul down the right field line. Lights are in full effect here at Fowler Field. And, I mean, I feel a fan inside, but it's probably still very hot and muggy outside.
I'm glad you're enjoying that, fan.
I'll move it towards you here soon. That one up top for ball 4, and Christensen will take his base.
Now batting for West Marshall, first baseman number 10, Caden Davis.
Davis up to bat now for West Marshall, and he swings and misses for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, and a runner on first and second for the Trojans. And that one almost hit Davis for ball 1.
It was close.
Yeah. You're good. 1-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Davis with a runner on scoring position up there on second. You know Storjahan would love to come home, cut into that 4-0 Grinnell lead. But here's a big 0-2 pitch by Kaufman, and it's foul. 1-2 pitch, by the way. My bad. Top 3, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kaufman line to the right. Nick Williams can't make the grab. It just goes past him. Parker Johnson's going to have to get on his high horse to come get it. Storjahan's going to come home, and he is safe. And a loose ball throw to home is not in time, and Wes Marshall brings 2. Another one coming to third. And Wes Marshall gets 3 bases for Davis. 2 come home, and just like that, the Trojans cut into Grinnell's lead after a couple wild pitches. So 2 outs, and Davis on third now, as Christensen and Storjahan came home. That one up top for ball 1. This is number 25, Braden Evertson, up to bat, by the way. That one fouled back toward the GoPro sitting here on the fence. Well, Wes Marshall, no pushover. 2A team, 11-2 on the season. This is no easy game. If anything, it's one of the harder games on Grinnell's schedule, as that one's in there for strike 2 on the miss. And you got to feel a win for tonight could just be just as good in the win column than if it was any other team for Grinnell. Swung out a miss, strike 3. Grinnell gives up 2, but they still lead by 2. 4-2, we'll see in the bottom of the third.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage.
Strength, stability, service. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, you can count on all 3. And you can count on me, Marlene Johnson, your local Farm Bureau agent in Grinnell. I'll help make sure you have the coverage you need and the discounts you deserve. Call me today and see how I can help protect your family, cars, home, and future. It's your future. Let's protect it.
There are a lot of great reasons to make Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell your pharmacy. Hi, this is Jennifer Stallman, and a locally owned pharmacy provides you with personal service from folks who know you and your good health needs. We accept most insurance plans, including most of the Medicare prescription drug plans. And we are there to answer all of your healthcare questions. So why not make the switch to a locally owned and operated pharmacy? Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell on Highway 6 West.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by ASI Signs, Marlene Johnson Farm Bureau Financial Services, and Medicap Pharmacy. Thank you to those 3 for sponsoring the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network all season long. We're off and running here in the bottom of the third. 1 ball, no strikes. Jake Cole's up to bat. Let's see if we can get Stenberg here on the mic. Try it again. That one in there for ball 2. Now the mic's on his belt. If the wire coming out top of it is hidden underneath his orange jacket, might not be able to hear him that well, which seems like the case tonight. That one outside for ball 3.
Yeah, the other night we did it. It was dead on for the second game.
And it looks like he's kind of got it bunched up around it, which could be a big contributor. 3-0 in there for strike 1. Three-1 by Sly. In the dirt for ball 4. All right, well, we'll try to come back to Stenberg later in the ball game.
Left fielder, number 8, Cole Johnson.
See how it all works out. Maybe he probably won't fix it himself, but maybe the signal might fix itself. You never know. But either way, Jake Cole puts himself on first, and Cole Johnson is up to bat here for Grinnell. Johnson watches that one fall in, 4-1. Cole Johnson, a sophomore, fouls this one back over top, lands in the wheat field. One ball, one strike, and Jake Cole up there on first, having a quick chat with Caden Davis over there. Seems like Jake loves to talk to all the players whenever he gets on base. In the dirt, Jake takes off for second. He is not in time. Oh, yeah, he is. I guess he came off the bag. Yeah, I guess a little high. So Jake's going to be safe for the stolen base. Look at that camera work. Nice job, Dad.
Trying my hardest.
It was a compliment. So a runner in scoring position, 2-1. Johnson launches that thing to left field. And Dolly underneath of it to make the grab for out number 1. Grinnell's had a couple of those launched out to left field, center field, and right field. And hasn't been able to get there. Here's somebody that launched one out last time and just missed the fence. Owen Kaufman up to bat now for Grinnell. And you know Kaufman's eyeing the fences again. J. Cole up there in scoring position on second, and he'll come off the bag. Sly will. In there for strike 1. Big baseball update. Dallas Center Grimes, who is 12-1 and is the number 2 team in 3A, is currently down 4-0 to 5A Indianola early in the second inning. That'd be a big upset. Granted, 5A over 4A, or 4A over 3A, but Owen Kaufman lines it into the gap. It gets past the second baseman. Jake Cole's going to round third. He's coming home. He's going to be safe in time. Owen Kaufman will take off to second because of the loose ball. And Jeremy Sly finally picks it up. It's an RBI double for Owen Kaufman. We've seen that one again. And Brady Stewart will come out for courtesy running. Owen Kaufman off to a fast, hot start today.
Designated hitter number 1,
And Lewis Jolly will now step up to bat for Grinnell, as the Tigers extend the lead to 5-1, or 5-2, excuse me. So Brady up there in scoring position now on second. And Lewis watches that one go in the dirt, 4-1. That was in the second inning. Indianola's up 4-0. So that'd be a big win for the Indians, only sitting at 8-7. They're probably not going to get the best pairing considering they're a 4A school. Well, that's hard to come by, a good pairing. That one just caught the zone for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and a runner on second. This game dragging along here, still in the third inning, with Grinnell up by 3 over the Trojans. Jolly pops it high, and Wes Marshall will come down to make the grab, and Brady will stay on second. Retires the second out of the inning.
number 5,
And Nick Williams will step up to bat here for Grinnell. Also, another reason this game could be a little behind, you got to think the JV game went a little over. So this game didn't start till 7:40 around there. As that one, top of the strike zone for strike 1. 0-1 from Sly, and he'll throw back onto second, not in time. Steward's safe. Parker Johnson. Hear him all the way from the booth. Gotta love the enthusiasm. Nick watches that one fall in for strike 2. Well, with playoff time right around the corner, this is a big time for taking care of yourself and preparing for the COVID-19 guidelines, as Williams pops that one foul. Because at this point in the season, if a member of a team gets the virus, it's a 14-day quarantine, and the playoffs are within 14 days. So if a team gets it now, they will not be seeing any playoff time. And if you're a fan coming to the game, make sure to social distance yourself from people around you. Your immediate family's all right to do, but as that one is up top for ball 1. Wear your mask when you're out in public, and we expect going forward, it's probably going to be quite a few teams aren't going to be able to play in the playoffs because of them getting the virus. That's possible with Des Moines Roosevelt and Des Moines East, who played this evening, and they're having problems. As that one's outside for ball 2. They had to call off their game in the middle of the game this evening because one of the players for the team's test came back positive, so those two teams most likely not going to be playing in the playoffs.
Test came back during the ballgame.
Yes. Yeah. And they were playing. But they do play in the playoffs in the first round, so it's an interesting setup. Williams pops that one high and deep to center field. Wes Marshall's going to go back and makes the grab. How about that grab? We'll see you in the 4th. Grinnell leads 5-2.
The engine makes the power. The transmission sends it to the driveshaft. The driveshaft turns the gears. The gears turn the axles. The axles turn the wheels. Together it's the powertrain. And only at West Finch Auto Plaza, every bit of it has a 100% warranty. Forever. No parts, no labor, no deductible. You can't buy it. It comes with the car whether you want it or not. Only at West Finch Auto Plaza, where you always get a great deal and a great deal more.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn. The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by your 2020 Grinnell High School seniors, the Dairy Barn, and West Finch Auto Plaza. Thank you to those three for sponsoring the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network all season long. Welcome to the 4th inning. Grinnell at 4-2 or 5-2 over West Marshall. The count is 1-1 as that one's in the dirt for ball 2 for Owen Kaufman. Up to bat is number 30 Ryan Ryerson, designated hitter. Like I said earlier, the junior has committed to the University of Iowa to play baseball. So I'd say he's pretty good. 2-1 by Kaufman. Down low for 3-1. Well, West Marshall dug into the Grinnell lead after a couple wild throws and missed grab in that last inning. They'll look to pour some more on as that one is crushed deep to right field. Johnson's going to race back. And it is caught. No, dropped. Brock couldn't hang on to it. Alex Smith will be the cutoff, and it's a double for Ryan Ryerson. I guess that's why he's going to Iowa. Brock had it, and then he fell back, and he dropped it right at the fence line. And Jeremy Sly will be the next one up to bat for West Marshall. I thought that thing was gone. Brock just kind of fell back on his foot and just couldn't make the grab. So West Marshall not out of this game by any means. So runner on second here, Sly, swung on, fouled, short for strike one. And it looks like Will Doty's headed over to warm up for Grinnell. Doty got the save against Oskaloosa on Friday night. That was a big game for him. No balls, one strike upcoming. In there for strike two. Update, Grinnell up 5-0 over Pella in the 6th inning, I believe. They're moving quick there. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs, and a runner on second for West Marshall. That one way up top, slipped out of Owen's fingers. That one goes for ball one. Well, we got under feels like temp. We're at 89. Yeah. 1-2. Down the dirt for ball two. And I think I saw we have a 1-mile-an-hour wind gust. So maybe there's a little bit of breeze now that the sun's gone past the horizon.
That's probably just everyone's fans.
2-2. Grounded, and Jake can't hang on to it. And West Marshall will hold at third. And is he safe? Yes. I thought he was out there for a second. So that one just an awkward hop, and now runners will sit at the corners for the Trojans. And this will bring up number 6, Clay Kuva. Nick Thompson coming out for Sly.
Second baseman, number 6, Clay Kuva.
Kuva 6 hits this year, all of them singles, 250 batting average. Runners at the corners, and nobody's out for West Marshall. This is another big inning to try to crack into Grinnell's lead. I guess changing the ball out. (1-0). Swung on and missed. Strike one. In there, strike two. Owen, a hot start this evening with the strikeouts. Kind of cooled off ever since then. But still pitching a pretty good game as the night goes on. Swung on and missed, strike three. And Kuva will head back to the dugout. That'll bring up number 21, Jake Storjahan. So now you got one out. And a runner still at the corners for the Trojans. As that one's in there for strike one. If Owen can get out of this one, I'd say it's a pretty successful inning, despite, giving up the hits.
Well, sometimes it gives you a little bit of enthusiasm when you know someone's warming up for you.
Down low, but just in the low enough. Strike two. think maybe they'd be trying to go for a bunt, but they look at just swinging it. Granted, that's probably best when you're the top hitting team in 2A. Ooh, that one just missed it for strike, or for ball 1, excuse me. Grinnell on top 5-2, 6 hits for Grinnell on 2 errors. West Marshall with 4 hits and no errors. Swung on a miss, strike 3. 2 down.
Back to the top of the order for the Trojans. Center fielder number 22, Gabe Jones.
Top order we go. Center fielder Gabe Jones, the freshman, up to bat now for the Trojans. Runners at the corners. Let's see if Owen can strand him. That one outside, though, for ball 1. Ball 2. Owen trying his best not to load the bases here. 2-0. Popped deep to right. Parker Johnson will get underneath of it, and he will make the grab. Retires the side. Bottom 4 we go. Grinnell leads 5-2.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pauly, third generation owner of Pauly Isin Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit PaulyEyesGrinnellIA.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pauly Eyes Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
When I took over this farm from my dad, I knew our future success required making major changes in our operations. That meant adding acreage, more and bigger equipment, investing in powerful technology, hiring employees. We even started a seed business. Fortunately, working together with Grinnell Mutual and my local mutual insurance company, my agent was able to cover everything, giving us more trust in tomorrow.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by Pauly Ice Pizza, Grinnell Mutual, and your 2020 Grinnell High School Seniors, brought to you by the Arns Foundation. Thank you to those three for sponsoring the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network all season long. I don't know what happened to my voice there.
Leading off for the Tigers in the home half of the 4th inning. Center fielder number 2.
Grinnell on top, 5-2 over West Marshall. Jeremy Sly on the mound and Brock Beck up to bat as we welcome you to the bottom 4. This game taking its sweet time to move along. Grinnell with 6 hits on 2 errors. West Marshall with 4 hits on no errors. See if down low, ball 1. One ball, 1 strike. The bugs are really bothering Sly out there. Down low, ball 2. Two 2-1 to Beck with no outs. Outside, make it 3-1. 3-1. Brock watched it go by for strike 2. Three balls, 2 strikes, full count by Sly. Brock lines it right past Sly's glove, and Brock Beck will run on to first. Perfect. Right where it needed to be.
Now batting for the Tigers, the right fielder, number 3, Parker Johnson.
And that'll bring up Parker Johnson to bat for Grinnell. Big chance for Grinnell to open up this lead even more. Granted, 3 isn't much, but take what you get. No outs, and Brock on first. As we reach the top of the batting order, Parker pops it high to left, and oh no, we can't make it. It's going to be a safe play. The throw on to second's not in time, and foul. Okay. I was going to say, it tipped, and then everybody's taken off. I was like, well, dang, I don't know if that's right. I was going to say, go if you go. So that is foul, as it was dropped there by the third baseman, Braden Evertson. He's had trouble tonight. He's had some great throws, but he's also had a little bit of trouble tonight. Parker tries to lay the bunt, throw on to second. Nowhere near in time as Brock slides in head first for a safe base.
Typically when they steal or do something, I'll bounce out to that big camera, but the way this pitching camera is set up, it's almost a perfect shot of that second base right there. So,
and we can't control the fence. That's just, there. A little too far in there for ball 2. A little bit of a moan from a West Marshall fan in the crowd. Two-1 by Sly. Parker tries the bunt again. Not in time, and the runner will get on to third. So Brock finds himself on third base with nobody out, and the count at 3-1. Big chance for Grinnell to up the lead here just a little bit. Three-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. That was a good pitch by Sly. Full count pitch by Jeremy Sly. Up top, take the base. Ball 4. Runners at the corners, and Alex Smith, who has been on fire so far, is up to bat for Grinnell, and there will be a talk here at the mound between Peyton Hart and his pitcher, Jeremy Sly. Yeah, I agree. It is hot up here. Like, I could just tell while we're sitting here, I'm like,
Alex Smith.
gotta keep hydrated. Bike ride today, drank a whole thing of water. It's hot. Runners at the corners. And tomorrow's going to be hot. It's going to be hot all week. Runners at the corners, nobody out. That one's in there for strike 1. This is Alex Smith up to bat for Grinnell. John Osborne writes in and says that you could just sit on top of the backstop with a camera.
John, with my size, that backstop may just fall right through.
No balls, 1 strike. As that throw on to first was not in time, as you could probably guess.
We'll give a shout out to John, though, because he is a loyal follower of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network, and we appreciate the kind words that he says multiple times for us.
West Marshall picks off Parker Johnson. That was a good fake by Sly. And threw it right back on. So Parker Johnson will take a trot back to the dugout as that's 1 out down. Look forward to watching John's son, Josh, in the football season. I know I've seen him around town biking and running, putting in a lot of work for this upcoming season.
Hopefully the arm's healed up. We went in to do the last wrestling meet last year, and he broke his arm, so we didn't get to do his last meet of the home season.
0-1. Line to left, right over top of the third baseman. Left fielder will make the grab. Runner comes home, and Grinnell takes the 6-1 lead. It is a RBI single for Alex Smith.
6-2 lead.
What did I say?
6-1.
6-2. Colin Gibson up to bat now for Grinnell. Gibson watches the first one go up high for ball 1. Hey, we're still in the 4th inning. I just thought I'd tell you that. Closing in on the 9 o'clock hour. So if you're a Grinnell fan, you're probably going to be coming home from the softball game, and you might be able to listen to us. Throw on to first is not in time. Alex had to make an effort there to get back on to first.
Well, you see, you stretch the game out in the cooler weather.
I guess, if that's how you want to go about it. 2-0. Make it 3-0. Yeah. But you have a cushion. We don't have a cushion to sit on. 3 balls, no, not 1 strike. 1 out, runner on first. The count is 3-0. I've been standing up, sitting down all night. That one in there for strike 1. Collins waiting for the good pitch to fall right in. That was probably it right there, but he'll get 2 more chances of a possible strike. Three 1. Throw on to first, not in time. That's why this game's going long. all the throws to first.
A lot of walks. Not a real clean game.
At least we're not. I know a couple weeks ago, Pella and Centerville. That game went to like 11:30 at night. That one way outside. Alex Smith will take off for second, and Colin Gibson will take his base after the walk. So now you got runners on first and second with Jake Cole, who's been heating up. Big chance for him to knock one here, and let's see if we can hear Stenberg, as he might have a meeting here. I don't know.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sir, courtesy again. Number 4.
Ben Latimer will run out for Colin Gibson. There, it worked. I don't know. It's maybe because he's a little bit closer.
So on that. They just
So it looks like we're going to have a pitching change, most likely. Nope. Just a big mound visit.
It's called time.
Number 23, Jay Cole.
So Jay Cole, number 23, up to bat here for Grinnell. Runner on first and second with 1 out. And that one in there for strike 1. Oh, 1. That one fouled in the dirt for strike 2. You're right about the ears getting hot. Yeah. It's hot. I mean, you stand here and sometimes you get a little lightheaded and you're like, ugh. Keep yourself up straight. Oh-2 by Sly. J. Cole lines that one down the third base line, and it's going to be foul. It looked fair, but just not enough, I guess. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and a runner on first and second for Grinnell. Trying to open up the gap against Wes Marshall. As Jake watches that one go in the dirt, 4-1. One ball, 2 strikes.
Off.
In the dirt.
Come on, Jake.
4-2. The sound has to be perfect for Stenberg. Sometimes he'll get loud, sometimes he'll get soft. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out.
Off.
Outside in the dirt. And Grinnell will send the runners. Latimer runs on to second. Smith runs on to
Working
third.
back. It's caught, then it's hard, but not leaning that way. We want to be leaning this way. Come on, Jake. Let's go.
Full count for J. Cole and a runner on second and third for Grinnell.
Infield's in here now. Okay, infield's in. Get your secondary to the right side. If they bobble, you're scoring.
Outside, ball 4. Bases are loaded with 1 out, and Cole Johnson, who's been pretty good so far,
Now, obviously, I'm gonna go.
up to bat for Grinnell.
Cole Johnson.
Running down. Hey, line drive. Come on, Cole.
So every time, if you hear him cutting out, the mic has a certain sound level. So every time he cuts out, it's because of that. Swung on and missed.
Don't guess.
Strike
Don't
1.
guess. Yeah. Come on, 8. Jake.
No balls, 1 strike. In the dirt for ball 1, and the slide as the ball's going to go wide, and Grinnell's going to bring one home easily. Throw on to third, not in time, and Grinnell extends the lead to 7-2. So a little bit of a missed throw there.
Come on, Cole.
So now a runner on first and third, and the count sits at 1-1.
Don't get picked off the third, though, okay?
That one popped high to Johnson. Will it bloop? It does not. It's dropped. And everybody will stay. Jake Cole's got to get on to second, and it's going to be out. Jake thought it was going to go foul or I don't know what. So a little bit of a missed error there.
Nothing you can do. Bad
Yeah.
luck there.
Stenberg says nothing you could do on that one. So Owen Kaufman will step up with a runner on first and third.
1-0.
Owen's been able to put some power behind it here. Up top, 4-1. Popped high. And the shortstop will come over and make the catch. Retires the side. Grinnell leads 7-2 over West Marshall.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pauly, third generation owner of Pauly Isin Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit PaulyEyesGrinnellIA.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pauly Eyes Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Tomorrow, some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by Pauly Eyes Pizza, West Finch Auto Plaza, Grinnell Mutual, and your 2020 Grinnell High School Senior Spotlight, presented by the Arns Foundation. I was looking at that, and I missed it. It's hot. It's hot, muggy. I'm ready for this game to be over, and a Grinnell victory. And go home and sit in the air conditioning. Peyton Hart is the one up to bat for West Marshall. Grinnell softball, by the way, is up 10-0 over Pella in the middle of the 7th. Will Doty is the pitcher on the mound now for Grinnell. That one down low for ball 1. Doty with his 9th game played right now, 4 saves, 11 innings pitched. As that one's popped high to left, and Jake Hull makes the grab over there. Batting average of .240 for Will. Kenneth Christensen will come up to bat for the Trojans. I like this. Let's just get outs like that. Move right along. We've eclipsed the 9-hour mark. 9-hour. 9 o'clock mark. I tell you, I'm just going everywhere. A little miscommunication. Colin Gibson will run up and talk to Doty. Oh, man. Lined right to Alex Smith. He somehow makes a diving grab. He'll throw on to first, and he is not in time. I mean, he did a nice job stopping it. Just couldn't get it on to first in time, and the runner is safe. This will bring up number 10, Caden Davis. Alex, dove out for it, made a great play. So 1 out and a runner on first. That one popped to left. Cole Johnson will come up and make the grab for out number 2.
Right behind the pole, he made that catch.
There has to be a statistic somewhere that when Parker Johnson is pitching, he's not right now, but when Parker is pitching, Cole, his brother, catches like half the outs. Colin tries the pickoff, not in time, he's safe. But I swear, it always happens. So if someone wants to figure that out, be my guest. Oh, 1, swung on and missed, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Big pitch by Doty to try to end it. Just missed it. Ball 1. I mean, you can hear him from here. Ball outside. Swung on. And Colin will throw on to first. Out for out number 3. We'll see you in the bottom of the 5th. Grinnell on top, 7-2 over West Marshall.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy. Or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage.
Strength, stability, service. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, you can count on all 3. And you can count on me, Marlene Johnson, your local Farm Bureau agent in Grinnell. I'll help make sure you have the coverage you need and the discounts you deserve. Call me today and see how I can help protect your family, cars, home, and future. It's your future. Let's protect it.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by ASI Signs, Marlene Johnson, Farm Bureau Financial Services, and your 2020 Grinnell High School seniors. Brought to you by the Arons Foundation. Thank you to those 3 for sponsoring the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network all season long. Welcome to the bottom of the 5th. Grinnell up 7-2 over West Marshall. Jeremy Sly, still on the mound for West Marshall. Lewis Jolly is up to bat for Grinnell. And he'll line that one right over the third baseman. That'll fall into left field. Dolly will go and make the grab, and Lewis Jolly is on first. He has picked it up the last couple weeks.
Now batting for the Tigers, the first baseman, number 5, Nick Williams.
Nick Williams now up to bat for Grinnell. Jolly takes off to second. He is safe by a mile as that one bounced around anyway. Ball 1, by the way, for Cole Johnson. Or not Cole Johnson, Nick Williams, excuse me. Bunted down, and it's a good bunt. Nick takes off, and the runner misses wide. Throw is wide, runner comes home, and Grinnell extends the lead. Lewis Jolly came all the way home. Nick Williams sits on first, and Grinnell extends the lead to 8-2.
Brings to the plate, center fielder, number 2, Brock Beck.
And Brock Beck now up for Grinnell. Yeah, Sly is on the mound. He'll get another visit. Let's take a quick listen to Stenberg. Oh, I muted it while it wasn't. If he says anything.
We'll see. I see this house pictures of the stretch here in a second.
New pitcher for the Trojans is number 6, Clay Cuba.
Holy buckets. Clay Kubo will be the one on the mound now.
Don't get picked. I'll set it up, but don't get picked. If I give it to you, don't get picked.
Jake Storgeon will move to second base.
And Storgeon takes Kuva's spot over on second.
If I give it to you. Just no. No, this signal if I give it to you. Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
No. I don't think so.
Not before that. Yeah.
10-0. So Grinnell defeats Pella 10-0. Softball team does.
Tiger softball wins 10-0 over Pella. That is a 4-game sweep for Pella. It's probably the first time that's ever happened because we usually don't play 4 games in a season.
The first 4-0 sweep over Pella in Grinnell Tiger history. Stenberg's not talking, so we'll
Center fielder number
mute
2,
him for now. Catch him at the end of the game, most likely. So Nick Williams is on first. Nobody's out. Brock Beck is up to bat. And this is Clay Kuba, the 8th grader, up to bat for West Marshall. Throw on to second. Not in time. Nick Williams is safe. Let me look here. So, according to Varsity Bound, Kuva has not pitched at all this year. He is not down anywhere on Varsity Bound as a pitcher. So, I'm just going to assume it's probably not his first game pitching varsity, but it may just be his first game pitching varsity, as that one's up top for ball 2. I don't know if that's usually how it would go on Varsity Bound, but if it is his first game pitching at a varsity level, congratulations, Clay. Welcome to the varsity pitching level. Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, it looks perfectly fine for an 8th grader. Working his way through, 2-1. Hopefully his parents are here tonight. Watch their son. 3 balls, 1 strike. There is quite a few fans here. There's a lot to our left, kind of in the bleachers, along the foul lines. And then there's a lot out in, well, not a ton out in the outfield, but Kuva sends Brock to first on a walk, so a runner will sit on first and second with nobody out.
Now batting for the Tigers.
And
Number 3,
Parker Johnson will come up to bat as Grinnell works their way back to the start of the batting order. Schaefer saying it's a fake bunt. 10 hits for Grinnell, by the way, tonight. Just in there for strike 1.
Would have had a reach to get that one, even though it was a strike.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Parker, like, barely flinched, and that one went behind him. I mean, that was weird. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out, and a runner on first and second for Grinnell here in the bottom of the 5th. In the dirt for ball 2. Two-1 by Kuva. Just inside for ball 3. And the runners advance. I didn't even see that. I was adjusting my chair. Three balls, 1 strike. Outside, ball 4, and Grinnell will load the bases. with nobody out.
Now batting for Grinnell.
Brings up number 6, Alex Smith, and Alex has been a pretty good player tonight.
Started off the night with a triple.
Let's hit a home run. Why not? Grand slam. Let's do it. Yeah, grand slam would end it. And it was a good pitch. He launches it to left field. It is fair. Runners will come home. Nick Williams comes home. Brock Beck will make his way home as well. And it is a RBI double for Alex Smith. Dang it, man. I thought I almost had called the grand slam. But, man, what a hit by Alex. He put it right there in the coffin corner, right along the foul line, and Colin Gibson will now come up to bat for Grinnell. Grinnell needs 2 more runs, and this game would end because of the 10-run rule. Nice pitch there for strike 1. Oh, 1. Down the dirt for ball 1.
Which Colin Gibson's abilities could be fairly well matched to hitting that ball out there towards the fence or over.
1-1. Ooh, just caught the zone for strike 2. Still nobody out. A runner on second and third for Grinnell. Let's listen in on Stenberg. That one grounded right past the first baseman. Alex Smith will run around third and come home safely. It's an RBI single, and that will do it. 12-2. Grinnell defeats West Marshall. We'll go through our commercials real quick, and we'll come back for post-game show. Grinnell wins 12-2 over West Marshall.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pauly, third-generation owner of Pauly Isin Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit PaulyEyesGrinnellIA.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pauly Eyes Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
The engine makes the power. The transmission sends it to the driveshaft. The driveshaft turns the gears. The gears turn the axles. The axles turn the wheels. Together it's the powertrain. And only at West Finch Auto Plaza, every bit of it has a 100% warranty. Forever. No parts, no labor, no deductible. You can't buy it. It comes with the car whether you want it or not. Only at West Finch Auto Plaza, where you always get a great deal and a great deal more.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage.
Strength, stability, service. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, you can count on all 3. And you can count on me, Marlene Johnson, your local Farm Bureau agent in Grinnell. I'll help make sure you have the coverage you need and the discounts you deserve. Call me today and see how I can help protect your family, cars, home, and future. It's your future. Let's protect it.
There are a lot of great reasons to make Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell your pharmacy. Hi, this is Jennifer Stallman, and a locally owned pharmacy provides you with personal service from folks who know you and your good health needs. We accept most insurance plans, including most of the Medicare prescription drug plans. And we are there to answer all of your healthcare questions. So why not make the switch to a locally owned and operated pharmacy? Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell on Highway 6 West.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn. The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by Pauly Ice Pizza, West Finch Auto Plaza, Grinnell Mutual, ASI Signs, Marlene Johnson, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Medicap Pharmacy, Dairy Barn, and your 2020 Grinnell High School Senior Class, brought to you by the Arns Foundation. It's a final from Grinnell, 12-2. Grinnell takes down West Marshall. West Marshall, a 2A squad, came into the ball game at 11-2. At this point, I don't think it matters what class you're in. This West Marshall squad, the best hitting team in 2A. I mean, they can put up competition against anybody any day. This team averages 10 runs per game. Grinnell holds them to 2 behind Owen Kaufman's good pitching. But it's the hitting that Grinnell seems to be picking it up on the hitting side.
Yeah, you start out tonight with Alex Smith with a big RBI, then ends up with 4 total on the night. That's pretty incredible. And, it wasn't just Alex Smith. The combination hitting, Collins' baseline hit there right at the end to drive it in, take care of things. Everything's just a combination that the bats are finally all coming together tonight. Owen's pitching to start out. I mean, we can't leave that out. Strikeout after strikeout, and just till he wore his arm out. But even at that, that's a great start of the ball game, and it takes care of a good hitting West Marshall team coming into it. Like you said, West Marshall was no slouch when it comes to the bat neither, but they struggled at the mound and give us some great opportunities at bat, and we took advantage of it. And base running, I think we ended up with 4 or 5 steals on the night. So Coach Stenberg did a good job advancing the players around the bases and putting people in the right places to have that scoring opportunity. So I think all in all, there's just a lot of things that come together. We did end up with a couple errors on the night. You can't take that off of the board, but still we overcome from that, and it's a good warm-up for tomorrow night's game, obviously.
Grinnell goes into tomorrow's game at 7-9. It's a doubleheader against Newton. Remember, the first game starts at 5:30, and Grinnell will have a 2-1 lead in the top of the second inning because it's a makeup from a rained game. But like I said, Grinnell moves to 7-9. Very, very possible Grinnell can get above 500 before going in the playoffs next week, and that would be a huge momentum booster. Stenberg always says to play the best baseball in July. Grinnell's doing that, winning, I think, 4 or 5 out of the last 7 games or something like that. So they're on a roll after a rocky start.
Little did we know we have to play it all in one week.
Yeah, so many teams are. It is going to be a hard week. It's hot. I mean, this is going to show who the best teams in the state are going to be because you're playing every single day. West Marshall, like I said, falls to 11-3. They will still look at a pretty nice seeding spot for the Class 2A playoffs, and they play a little bit earlier because of the 2A seeding. But other than that, that will wrap it up here from Fowler Field. Grinnell takes down the West Marshall Trojans 12-2 in 5 innings. We appreciate everyone for watching the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter. Check out our website for all Tiger Sports Live Stream Network happenings every single day. I'm Blake Walker along with my partner Dan Walker. It's a final from Grinnell, 12-2. Grinnell defeats West Marshall. Have a good night. Stay safe, stay cool, and go Tigers.